moments that I've had wearing an England shirt. I mean, we came down from 2-0 and obviously got it back to 3-2 in the second half. I think the fight and the character that we've shown as a group, that's what we want to show every time we put on this England shirt. And I mean, going into half time, everyone came in and we were still confident. We knew everything was up for grabs, anything could happen. And yeah, it's vital, especially going into the next game, that we get that win, because obviously the Olympics is still up for grabs and that's what we want to get.
Talk us through your finish.
Yeah, obviously it's a first time finish. I mean, in WSL I seem to find myself in that position quite a lot and some of them seem to go in, so yeah, happened at the perfect time. But yeah, I just tried to position it where the keeper weren't, and thankfully it went off the post and in the net.
And words on Lauren James as well, because her 2 assists were sublime, weren't they? Very few players in the world could produce that at that moment.
Oh yeah, absolutely. We needed that today, and I mean, LJ produces every single week, and yes, it's important she does that in an England shirt, and I mean, I had no doubt in it, to be honest. And yeah, that's the things we see all the time in training, and I mean, producing that in the game just helps us so much and puts it on a plate for the other players.
I don't think we deserved to be 2-0 down in the first half, to be honest, anyway. They obviously made the most of their chances, but we actually didn't play too bad. We created some chances. And yeah, at half time we knew we could even score 4 or 5 goals. We still had the chances to do it there. We just didn't give up. Kept pushing, and some great finishes, great teamwork, and a great effort from the team today.
What do you think essentially the difference was then in that second half? It looked like you had a bit more energy, a bit more zip, a bit more purpose.
Yeah, I think exactly that. I think every player just gave a little bit more, and I think it helped each other a little bit more. I think you saw, even from playing out from the back, we managed to play out. That actually created one of our goals, whereas in the first half it was a little bit slow to react to people's passes. But yeah, I think we know that when we play our best and put 100% in every single one of us, we're capable of beating any team. We have played well across most of the games in the Nations League. We just haven't quite got over the line in some games, but today we have.
Word on Lauren James and those 2 assists. You like a decent cross in, don't you? She pulled it out of the bag when we really needed it today, didn't she?
Yeah, I mean, everyone knows the quality that LJ has. And yeah, she showed that today. I think she stepped up in the game today. I mean, I think everyone did, but yeah, LJ really showed her quality, and the girls on the end of the crosses did really well as well.
And just finally, I think we've got a sense of how much the Olympics means to you. You're still alive and kicking, aren't you? And I guess that's what you have to take to Scotland.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I think it's an exciting game anyway, but there's so much going on in this game. It's a rivalry. We're playing in Scotland. I don't even think I've ever played Scotland away before in my career. And yeah, it's playing for a top position in the group, to get through in the Nations League, to have a go get into the final, qualifying for the Olympics. There's a lot of things riding on the game, but equally for the other 2 teams in the group as well. But I guess that's what's making this tournament so exciting. Thank you. Yeah. Well, I think Beth's movement in the first goal. I said to her at half time, this is what we've got to do this together. We switched it out, and the goal happened. There was moments as well where she came alive. I think to come off I said to her at the end, to come off the back of an ACL, to step on the pitch at Wembley for 45 minutes, not just a 10-minute cameo, and to do what she did today and really add to the game is unbelievable. There's not many players who do that off the back of an ACL. And the fact that this is just the beginning, she's just going to keep improving again. I can see her getting back to her best and scoring loads of goals for England again.
Yeah, it's a dream come true. I think it's been a long time since I got the chance to play for England, and high pressure game, 2-0 down, to come on with a little bit of expectation to do something. It doesn't go amiss, but I'm so happy to be out there and play with the team again, and I thought we were incredible second half. We just didn't quite get that other goal.
Lauren talked about the fact she's played 50 times for England, and that's the most proud she's been of the team. I think that probably says exactly what sort of performance you as a group put in that second half in particular.
Yeah, I actually think overall we played a good game. They went forward twice and scored twice, which isn't ideal, of course, in football, but I thought we were ruthless the second half. We were direct. We made the right decisions instead of just shooting for shooting's sake, and we got our rewards. We scored 3 goals past a very good Netherlands team in the second half. I don't think many teams say that, but again, we still just feel like we left it a little bit short, unfortunately, from the first half.
And how did it actually feel to be out there playing? Because your movement looked great, your timing looked good, and a couple of really good opportunities.
Yeah, I'm feeling better and better each game, each training session. I've worked hard to get to this point. The days that people don't see, the tough days, the days where I've wanted to cry in the gym, but today makes it worthwhile, and I'm very happy to be at this point right now.
And you're still in it, and that's the most important thing.
It is the most important thing, and you look at the second half today, anything's possible. Football's a funny game, you can't predict it, and hopefully we can put a good performance on next week, and hopefully the other game doesn't do so well.
Just finally, Mariette said on TV she felt like she'd let you all down. A word on her, because she's been the absolute stalwart of this side, hasn't she, in the last couple of years? You might need to go and put an arm around her shoulder.
Plenty of us have already done that, but we will. I think Mary's been a vital part to this team being so successful, and it happens. Unfortunately, as a keeper, it's unlucky it's a goal, but do you know what? Mary's been incredible. Whatever people are saying, we don't care. We back Mary 100% of the way, and she's an incredible teammate, human and person, and she deserves all the success that she's had. Thank you. Thanks. Hi.
I just spoke to Lucy. She was filled with praise for you. How good is it to link up with her again and obviously be out on the pitch again?
So nice. It feels, I think we just both said at the end there, it feels like we've never been away. We just click on the pitch, me and Lucy. It's a pleasure to play with her, and I thought we did some really good stuff in the second half together, and hopefully we can build on that for the next game. I think our decision making, I think we didn't execute our game plan, off the ball. We didn't do our jobs to 100%, and I thought second half we did that. Everyone left everything on the line. We were ruthless. Again, executed the game plan to a T, and we got our rewards. Like I said earlier, not many teams score 3 goals past the Netherlands side, so I'm very proud of the team today. I'm pretty happy with that second half, so I'm happy we got the win as well. You don't want to come back in and not have an impact and not win the game, so yeah, that's ultimately the 3 points that we got today.
To be honest, I can't remember it too well. I just remember seeing 3 people run towards me. I was quite relieved she played it to the player that she did, actually, because I felt like Jill Roord was in a better position in the middle. But I just thought I could get there, so I slid, and thankfully I made contact with the ball.
And obviously Lauren Hand, 50th captain, Beck Leeds returned some really clear positives for the performance today as well as the win. Obviously you have to get more goals.
Yeah.
But just a quick word on that.
Yeah, Hempo, 50 caps is just incredible. She's been an absolute star for us on the left wing over the last few years, so she's fully deserving of reaching that milestone, and it's so great to have Mido back in the squad. She's such an asset to us on and off the pitch. She's so much fun to have around, and obviously such a star player too. She basically won the Euros for us a couple of years ago, so it's good to have her back around.
Quick word on another teammate, Ella Toon. She's got a knack of scoring big goals at Wembley.
She loves it, doesn't she?
Yeah.
It seems to be her little stadium, yeah. Going back to the finalissima, obviously the Euros final, and then again today getting the winner. It could be such an important goal for us come Tuesday, hoping other results go our way, and obviously we take care of our own game against Scotland, but yeah, vital goal.
I was going to say, obviously it's out of your hands in some regard, but how important is it that you go to Hampden Park on Tuesday and you sign off what's been a great year in many ways with another victory?
Well, yeah, obviously, if we don't win, then nothing in the other game matters anyway. So we've got to take care of what we can, and hopefully it'll be a good atmosphere. It should be a good game against our local rivals almost. So it was a fun game when they came to us, and yeah, we're looking forward to it and hopefully carrying on the momentum we had from the comeback today.
What changed in the second half for you to come back like you did?
I felt like we played well in the first half. I felt like Holland only really had 2 opportunities, and unfortunately for us they took them both, and I felt like we were the better team. We were on top, we had a lot of control of the ball, good spells of possession. It was just a case of finishing our chances and being a little more clinical, and in the second half obviously we were able to do that, and the crowd were amazing. They really got behind us, especially after the first goal, and that sort of drove us on and gave us the momentum to go on and win it then.
Okay. And were you playing like 5-a-side there?
Yeah, just a little bit of top-ups for those of us who didn't play to make sure we're ready for Tuesday.